This is compost tea, how I make it in my shed. So aerated compost tea is a little different than just the liquid that might come out the bottom of your compost bin, because the liquid that comes out the bottom of your compost bin, it hasn't been oxygenated. So the microbes need oxygen to live, and so the liquid from the bottom of your compost bin is going to have lots of good nutrients in it, but it won't have microbes. You have to aerate it to get those. So this is filtered water, it's dechlorinated, and I put 20 pounds of compost in that white bin here. Really good mixed compost, so some worm compost, some woody fungal compost, other kinds of compost. And then I have an a fish pond pump that could aerate a whole fish pond, and it aerates this 50-gallon drum for 24 to 36 hours. So all the microbes that are in the compost multiply. And I also put kelp and fish hydrolysate and humic, a whole bunch of organic food for the microbes that also are good for your plants. So this becomes a really rich soup of the microbes. And then I put it in this spray tank, add water to it, and that's spraying. So I can spray the soil, the lawn, and I can go up to 40 feet high in the trees and coat the leaves of the plant. And that's important too, because just like there's microbes all around the root of the plant, there's also microbes on the leaf surface. And I'm going to pass this book around because there's a couple of pictures in here. If you look at the green tags, there's one picture of the microbes. They're under electron microscope, so it's really magnified. On the leaf surface of the plant, there's a whole web of fungus and bacteria and the same microbes. And it's so thick on the leaf surface that if there's pathogenic or harmful bacteria or fungi, they can't really penetrate to the leaf. And in fact, there's another picture in there, the second sticky tag, that shows a fungus actually attacking a harmful nematode. So they'll actually go after the bad guys on behalf of the leaves. And the only way you can get more microbes on the leaves is by spraying compost tea. Of course, if you add compost on the soil, the plant's going to get healthy and it's probably going to develop a good layer of microbes on its leaf surface. But when you use insecticides, you spritz the aphids or something, you're killing that great life on the surface of the leaves too. So these are some yards that, this is my mom's yard. You'll see it a fair bit in this presentation. And we sprayed it now for 5 years, and that was after 3 years. So the vegetation is really green and lush. The flowers tend to be larger. And clients have said things like, well, we don't get as many aphids. The leaves aren't curly and diseased in the fall. One woman's hawthorn is almost rust-free, and it had about 60% of rust on the leaves. This is a lawn that we spray, and that woman has a dog as well, so it's a pretty healthy yard. So if you can't spread compost all over your lawn and yard, you can use compost tea. And yes, I have a service to spray it, but you can also make compost tea yourself. All you need is a 5-gallon pail. That's enough for an average urban yard. And get an aquarium pump and some good compost. You can use a nylon or a paint strainer. There's a bit in my book about how you can make your own compost tea if you want.